Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I have some sad news for you. The United States of America is threatening to destroy the Caribbean's healthcare system over Cuban medical program. In this video, I will explain to you exactly what I mean by that. You would have heard several days ago the new United States President Donald Trump would have said through his Department of State, the Director of Department of State, Marco Rubio, would have said that the Cuban medical program will be sanctioned and there will be visa restrictions on Cuban medical doctors and those who enable Cuban medical doctors through the Cuban mission worldwide, which includes the Caribbean and mostly African nations, my friends. What do I mean by this? This is complicated. Cuba sends medical doctors throughout the world, especially in the Caribbean islands, because we're so close to Cuba. Cuba sent a lot of doctors to Jamaica, Trinidad and Tobago, Barbados, St. Kitts and Nevis, Antigua and Barbuda, Dominica, St. Lucia, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Grenada, Guyana, Belize, Haiti. Cuba sent medical doctors throughout the Caribbean to assist with the Caribbean's medical system because Cuba specializes in medical care. A lot of Caribbean nationals go to Cuba to study to become medical doctors. So the Caribbean is reliant on Cuban medical services because medical care, as you know, in the United States and Canada is very expensive. I think medical care in Canada is free, but to get there, you have to be a Canadian citizen. Medical care in America is very expensive. So many Caribbean nations rely on Cuba, not only for their doctors, but also to send patients to Cuba for surgeries and the like, basic medical care. Also, during the COVID-19 pandemic, Cuba sent a lot of doctors to Africa, to South Africa, to assist with breakouts there in terms of the COVID-19 virus there. And also in the Caribbean, Cuba sent a lot of doctors in the Caribbean to assist with that. But the issue is that Cuba and the America are enemies. Cuba is on the list of terrorist states, sponsored terrorist states. Cuba has been under sanctions and embargo, would have been on Cuba since the 1950s, which means Cuba is not allowed to import anything from America. Financial services, products, you name it, nothing from America. So if you go to Cuba, you will see cars, you will see infrastructure looking like the 1950s still. That is why Cuba has moved closer to BRICS, to join the BRICS alliance so that it can get the much needed relief. But Cuba is no threat, but for some reason, America doesn't like Cuba at all, because Cuba, during the Cold War with Russia, Cuba joined with Russia, and Cuba would have assisted in the liberation of many African countries, including South Africa. They sent troops to fight alongside the African nations to liberate them from the white Europeans who were colonizing Africa at that time. So ever since those days, Cuba has been punished, my friends. And this recent punishment is that the United States of America has said that it will put visa restrictions on all Cuban doctors and those who bring those nations' high officials who assist Cuban doctors to come to the Caribbean to practice their medical care. So right now, the Caribbean nations, CARICOM, supposed to meet in an emergency meeting to discuss that matter, my friends. Just gonna read a short article I put together in relation to this very serious matter. Recent developments have highlighted tensions between the United States and Caribbean nations regarding Cuba's medical program. In February 2025, the United States expanded visa restrictions targeting Cuban medical officials, their immediate family associated with Cuba's international medical missions. U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio described these missions as forced labor that financially benefits the Cuban regime while depriving ordinary Cubans of essential medical care. This policy has raised concerns among Caribbean nations that rely on Cuban medical assistance to bolster their healthcare systems. The potential reduction in Cuban medical personnel due to U.S. actions could strain healthcare services. This policy, my friends, shift has raised concerns among Caribbean nations that rely on Cuban medical assistance to bolster their healthcare systems. These developments underscore a need for Caribbean nations to enhance regional cooperations, invest in local healthcare infrastructure, and explore other avenues, other partnerships with emerging global powers such as BRICS, such as Africa, that I would have been saying a long time ago, to ensure sustainable healthcare solutions, my friends. What we need to do in the Caribbean and in Africa, my friends, is to choose new partners. Africa and the Caribbean need to work closer together. Now more than ever, we need each other, my friends. Now more than ever, the mission of this channel is of paramount importance. The mission of my channel, my friends, is to bridge that gap between the African continent and the African diaspora. We are one people separated by a brutal European slave trade and colonialism. But the white Europeans worldwide know that their days are coming to an end. Their days of colonization, their days of power is coming to an end. Europe has an aging population. America has a President Donald Trump and an aging population as well. America depends on immigrants to keep their population young and strong. So Africa and the Caribbean must come together as one and bridge that gap between the African continent and the African diaspora. The African diaspora, which includes where I'm at right now, the Caribbean nation islands, all of them, African Americans. We love you, my brothers and sisters in America. African Americans, you're one of us as well. We are one people. I know some may say, oh, FBA, we're not a part of you. But man, we were brought from West Africa on one boat. That boat stopped off in the Caribbean on its way to America, dropping off family members. So if you're watching and you're an African American, you have family members in the Caribbean. We were all brought from West Africa on the European slave ship that stole our ancestors from the motherland to the Caribbean and North America and South America. They didn't care. They dropped off as they go along. That is why you see African Americans and Caribbean people look the same. We look the same. We are one people, my friends. If I go to America today and I don't talk, I just walk on the street, people will think I'm an African American. I was in Africa for 4 months. People thought I was an African American. What does that say to you, my friends? So all we need to do is to come together like a mighty army, my friends, and bridge that gap between the African continent and the African diaspora. Let us show our solidarity with Cuba at this time and the Caribbean nations that are under threat of their healthcare system being destroyed by the United States of America President Donald J. Trump, who is signing a number of executive orders and giving a number of orders, cracking his whip worldwide. Everybody is feeling the wrath, my friends, of US President Donald J. Trump. But maybe this is for the good, because Donald Trump can be a positive for us. Now we know that we need each other now more than ever. Now is the time to bridge that gap between the African continent and the African diaspora. Let me know what you think about this video and the threats being made by the United States to destroy the Caribbean healthcare system over Cuban medical programs. Let me know what you think about this topic. If you're watching for the first time, please consider subscribing to my channel. You can also join the channel and become a channel member and help to support the journey of bringing our people together worldwide. On this channel, I speak about breaking news affecting our people, whether good, bad, or in between. On this channel, we speak about it, my friends, because we need information in order to gather strength. Without information, we will not know where to turn. So that is the mission of this channel. This is what I do on this channel. I talk about the breaking news that affect the African continent and the African diaspora. Make sure to like this video, share it with all your friends and family, and most importantly, please consider subscribing if you haven't done so already. Click the link in this description box and join the channel. The link is there. I also have another travel channel. You can subscribe to that channel as well. Watch all my other videos. I post a video every day for the past month and days. I have been posting videos every day, and I will continue into the unforeseen future, my friends. So thank you for watching this video. My name is Beyond. Please come back tomorrow and watch the next video that I will be posting tomorrow. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again tomorrow in the next video. Hit the like button on the way out. If you haven't subscribed already, hit the subscribe button on the way out. Comment your thoughts and opinion, and let's have a wonderful interactive conversation. My name is Beyond. This is Beyond Uncut, signing out. Bye-bye.